Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of it and to another edition of Raw Out of 10. It's a big show today. It's the first WWE show of 2023. It's the first big wrestling show of 2023, I guess. There's lots going on. We've got multiple title matches. The Bloodline are on the show and they kicked it off, so let's get straight into it. And they take over the show. They flipped the announcer's desk and were causing all kinds of carnage before KO showed up and Sammy told him to stay out of their business. Adam Pearce came out of security and told the Bloodline to leave peacefully. The Usos, Sammy and Solo beat down security before Owens joined in and got taken out as well. The whole locker room then came out to stop them and they finally retreated. Pearce told them that since they want to fight, the Bloodline would all have matches tonight. Backstage, Pearce booked a Music City street fight between Solo and Elias while Sammy and the Usos were set to face Owens and the Street Profits. Chaos start to 2023. God of the way 2022 ended with Bloodline chaos, but who doesn't love it? And it set up some rather great matches for later on the show. So a good fun chaotic start to Monday Night Raw. It was then time for Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss in a Raw Women's Championship match. The champ was in control and hit a big boot before Alexa came back with some quick strikes and dropkick. Bianca hit a vertical suplex and sent Alexa into the turnbuckle before getting a few body slams and a near fall. Bianca was back in control and took Alexa down with strikes on corner. Alexa and Bianca then headed to ringside as the match went on, and the fan was wearing an Uncle Howdy mask. They distracted Bliss. Back in the ring, Uncle Howdy later came on the title control and Alexa lost it, unloading on Blair. Alexa then sent Blair outside and hit a DDT on steel sets, busting the champion open before the match was called off due to the DQ. After the match, Alexa hit another DD on Blair before walking out and leaving the medics to take care of the champ. It gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Really, I don't think I really believed that Alexa would take the title off it, but for what it was, the match was really fun up until that point, and then obviously this whole storyline, which I think Alexa could need at the moment, and intrigued to see where it goes with all the Bray Wyatt stuff as well. So it gets 7 out of 10 from me. Good stuff. It was then time for Solo Sikoa versus Elias in a Music City street fight where Elias started strong and got some big strikes from him before he headed outside, and Solo was being beaten with a cowbell. Elias trying to hit Solo Sikoa with a guitar but only managed to hit the ring post. Solo was then sent into a drum at ringside before he headed for a break. Back on Raw, Elias and Solo fought their way up to the stage where Elias went into another drum kick and Sikoa beat him down with one of the stands. Back in the ring, Elias hit Solo with a keyboard but was hit with a pop-out Samoan drop. Outside again, Elias hit Solo with a tambourine before smashing a keyboard on his back for a near fall in the ring. Musician Hardy was at ringside and handed Elias a guitar when he brought to the ring, but Solo dodged it and hit a super kick. Hardy then got in the ring himself and smashed a guitar on Solo's back, but he barely finished. Hardy then fled the ring before Solo got a smelling spike on Elias and then hit a spinning Solo on top of the piano before getting the win. This was a 7 out of 10 for me. Good stuff. Really, I thought put Solo Sikoa over it, and the stipulation definitely helped. Highly self-entertaining as well. More often than not, I'll be remembered for putting Solo over like mad. So exactly what we want, I think. So 7 out of 10. Bloodline then took on the Street Profits and Kevin Owens. The two teams started brawling before the match began, and once the bell was rung, the Bloodline was in control as they isolated Angelo in the ring. Owens tagged in and took Jay down in the ring before clearing Sammy and Jimmy from the apron. The Bloodline managed to sneak in a tag and take down KO in their corner before he headed for a break. Back to the match, KO got a super kick on Jay before tagging Ford back in, who rushed the ring and took out Sammy for a near fall. Ford then got some big dives and took them out to the Bloodline, but Solo Sikoa came out and attacked at the ringside. KO took care of Solo, but Sammy got the Hariba kick on Ford off the stretch along the ring and picked up the W. The Bloodline beat their opponents down the ring after the match before McIntyre and Sheamus came out to the crowd and made the save to set up the tag team title match on Friday, obviously. Jay got 7 out of 10. Understanding the match up until that point, definitely played in the storyline, so did what it needs to see. 7 out of 10, good stuff. It was then time for Chad Gable versus Dexter Lumis on Raw. Gable ran out of the ring right off the bat and was staying away from Lumis before Otis ran the stretch and allowing him to get some bruising. Lumis took Gable down with some clotheslines of the Bulldog before Otis tried to interfere. Lumis sent Otis into the ring before getting the pin off a roll-up. It gets a 5 out of 10 from me, to be honest. Didn't see too much in this, I guess. Simple ways to put Dexter Lumis over, but I can't help but feel Chad Gable deserves better. This just, based on what the great stuff we've seen before, this just wasn't that great, I have to say. 5 out of 10 from me, unfortunately. But anyway, Damage Control was out next, and Bayley claimed to be the top team on the roster. She called out Becky Lynch, and the latter walked out and accused Bayley of hiding behind her team. Becky wanted the match against Bayley tonight, but Bayley turned her down, and instead they decided on a 2-on-1 handicap match match between Lynch and the women's tag champs. And then the match got underway. Becky was in control and got some big leg drops on Kyra after sending Sky outside of the ring. Kyra then got a big kick in the corner and sent Lynch outside before tag champs hit her with double team moves. Michin then came out with the match and joined Becky's corner, evening the odds, and she was tagged in and got some big moves on the tag champs before getting a near fall on Io. Damage Control then took dive to the outside before he headed for a break. Back on Raw, Lynch almost got a manhandle stun before Michin got a near fall after Bayley broke up the pin. Lynch then attacked Bayley at ringside, and Io Sky used his reaction to get an over the moonsault on Michin before picking up the W. And yeah, it gets 6 out of 10 from me. I know, it's a bit weird how Michin just came in halfway through. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but still. But yeah, I mean, like, the match was okay, no issues with it. Good for the tag chance to get the win, but I just don't really know where we're going with the storyline now. I thought maybe now they'd have their match be done, but it seems like it's continuing. I'm going to give it a chance to go the rest. But yeah, didn't feel too much for this, and if I'm being brutally honest, 6 out of 10. Alexa Bliss was backstage and said she didn't lose control tonight. She was rather in control of the situation, with Bianca showing her that she was a real threat. Interesting. Dominic was then out of prison, said he was now a changed man before talking to Rhea in Spanish. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see what Dominic and Theory does now. But yeah, that Christmas video was very good if you haven't seen it already. But anyway, it's in time for Theory versus Rollins for the US title. Rollins was in control early on and got some big moves before getting a near fall, before Austin came back with some big strikes and sent Rollins into the corner. Rollins tried to get a top rank move, but Theory countered it, having possibly hurt Stephanie. Theory then reversed the buckle on, but took Vulcan out. Theory followed up with a vertical suplex of his own, but Rollins managed to kick out. Rollins then reversed the pedigree before missing the stomp. Theory went outside and threatened and retreated into the crowd, but Rollins chased him down and sent him back in the ring. Rollins then got a super kick and a frog splash for a near fall, and Theory sent Rollins into the ref before Rollins hit the pedigree and got a near fall. Rollins then got a low blow where the ref was stretched and hit a chop block to the injured knee of Rollins, but before picking up the win with the A-Town down. And Jet gets 7 out of 10 for me. Really, really good match. There was multiple near falls there. You thought Theory could, Rollins could do this, but in the end he didn't. And Jeff Theory comes away with the victory, really putting him over at the moment. It's been quite a remarkable comeback from his Money in the Bank Palaver, let's say. And Jeff, this was a really, really fun match to Raw. 7 out of 10. Overall, Raw this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. Yeah, I thought it was a fun episode of Raw this week, personally. Really, really good stuff on the card. The first few matches involving the Bloodline were great. Stuff involving the Bloodline on the whole was great. The main event was bloody great. So yeah, on the whole, just a really, really fun episode of Monday Night Raw. And I have to say, a very good start for WWE in 2023. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave thoughts, comments down below. Follow us on the show with daily wrestling news and subscribe to our channel. Subscribe, and I'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.